Okay, so what are the secrets to success to building a business on large language models? Today we're going to talk about, how do you build an open source software? How do you monetize that? How do you develop a competitive moat? And then what you should be building the next 5, 10 years in order to build a business. Just a reminder, the point of this series is to give you what you need to talk about artificial intelligence with customers or clients or in a job interview. Right now I'm back on campus at Stanford, but last week I was in Miami for an event, Google I/O Connect Miami, and I attended a particular panelist discussion that was really informative. Had panelists from Lightning AI, Hugging Face, Stability AI, and Snorkel AI. And the first question was, how do you, what is, how do you, first of all, the discussion topic was, what are the secrets to success to building a business on a large language model? And the first topic was, how do you build your open source community, right? So a lot of these large language models software will start as an open source community. So how do you build that? And I think the most insightful thing that was discussed was you treat it like a research lab. So you make sure you're highly responsive to community members. You assign starter tasks. You have office hours for newbies. And then the second question is how do you then build a competitive moat? And so um, one is the obvious way is the data that you have, given that models are oftentimes open source. But the second one was more top sort of point is more interesting, which was the industry knowledge you have in house. So, for example, one of the engineers was had experience at a financial, right? So the experience that traders have and their understanding of the markets can't be known by a random technology company in Silicon Valley, even if they have a PhD in computer science. So that's one aspect of competitive moats that shouldn't be overlooked is the industry knowledge that you have, and then how do you monetize? How do you monetize once you built your software? And some common patterns here that the panelists saw was consulting. You could, given AI is often implementation heavy, you could charge a fee for implementing that software into the stack, and maybe a lot of times a company doesn't want to invest in building out entire ML team with ML researchers and ML engineers and data scientists, and just want you to come in and build that for them. The second way to monetize would be through training data, training models. So that would be something like creating the platform for them to train their models on. And then the final topic, which is a question I actually asked, which is what should we build next for the next 5, 10 years? What do they wish existed in the open source community? One answer was vertically focused software. So something that's tightly integrated with a biomedical application, for example, or something I'm interested in would be maybe something in finance, and you crossing industry expertise within a particular vertical would be interesting to see. And then the second topic that was brought up was accelerators. So in particular, deep learning accelerators. We see Google and NVIDIA open source their accelerator software primarily because they want to see their software standardized on their hardware. So it'd be good to see community members building something that's open source and not dominated by one large cloud provider. So those are the topics, right? So that's a quick summary. How do you build open source community? How do you build a competitive moat? How do you monetize that? And then finally, what should we be building for the next 5 years? So hope you learn a little bit you can take with you in your conversation.